What is up, my favorite YouTube viewers? Today another MapleStory guide. We're going to give you a few tips on how to increase your damage. Do you want to one-hit KO Zakem this easily? I'm sure you do. So do I. That's why I increased my damage. And now we're going to give you tips on how you can increase your damage. So our first tip will be inner abilities. So every few levels you will get your inner abilities. You will get your level 1, level 2, level 3. And basically those are 3 extra lines that you can have, little extra lines of stats or effects that will be useful in increasing your damage. For example, inner abilities have grades similar to potential. So for example, I already have a legendary ability and you can reset your ability using points. Now the main thing is that you have to get these points, because if you want to later on like lock one ability when it's legendary, because it can also drop, you will have to use a lot of points. So you can find these medals from boss monsters and they will increase your points by a lot. And also you can find regular smaller medals just from normal monsters when trading. Another great way of increasing your damage is to use your character cards. Now you can get, every single character has a different character card effect. But my character decks, for example, are mainly built around my mage, because I'm usually only maining mages instead of pages. And as you can see, when I have like 3 mages and 3 warriors as a deck, you also get like 8% of your max HP and MP added as damage, as well as various other set effects. So try to combine cards like 3 S's, 3 A's, 3 SSS's, 3 SS's of the same rank, so you will get like a better effect. I hope you guys have a Knights of Sickness, because Knights of Sickness also have this skill called Emperor's Blessing, where every few levels it will level up automatically and it will give you a bonus magic and weapon attack, which is perfect for, and it will like, the effect will stay on every single character, so that's pretty useful. So what you always should be doing is star forcing and scrolling your equipment items. This way they will gain a lot of damage, and scrolling can be done with either scrolls or with spell traces. Spell traces can be found from monsters, events, stuff like that, so they're pretty easy to get by. So while I'm doing this, another few tips I wanted to give you guys is make sure that you are using all your link skills. Certain characters, like for example Xenon has link skills, Kaiser, Cannoneer, Demon Slayer, Demon Avenger for example, they all have link skills. And let's say Demon Slayer for example gives 10% bonus damage when it's level 2. So you should totally check out your link skills, check out which characters have which link skill and try to make the most out of it. Now the first time you will get a link skill for these characters is level 70, level 2 is at level 120, and the third level is at, I believe, level 200 or 210. I believe 210. 210. Femke is correcting me, 210 or not, alright, thank you Femke. So make sure to do as well. Also make sure to keep in mind that some clothing items, also keep in mind that almost all clothing sets in MapleStory nowadays have a set effect. So in my case, my main is using a set effect for Thailand equipment, but you can also have like Emperor's equipment also has a set effect. Almost every single equipment has a set effect. So make sure to wear multiple items of the same equipment set to get bonus damage, bonus stats, right? So talking about bosses, there are also of course boss souls which you can use to increase your damage. Boss souls you can collect shards from various bosses, and from these, if you collect 10 shards, you can make a soul, and the soul will like grant you bonus weapon attack or another stat. It's random, I believe, but hey, bonus damage, there it is. Also guys, make sure to use events. There are so many events in MapleStory where you can get really good equipment, really good stuff, but you have to of course complete these events. For example, recently there was Freud's Ring event, which gave you like a ring which I believe boosts my critical rate or something, which is extremely awesome. So you guys should totally do all the events. It's worth it. Also when hunting, make sure to defeat these elite bosses. They spawn when you're killing like a certain amount of elite monsters. The elite boss will spawn and they will give you either really good drops when defeated. And I believe in MapleStory Global they will even drop cubes as well, the occult cube, if I remember that correctly, unless that was changed like again. You guys saw me defeating some boss monsters earlier, right? Now these boss monsters dropped these coins, these Crusader coins. So pick them up, because you can trade them in for the various accessories, which are actually pretty useful if you don't have any accessories yourself. Additionally, you can buy Silent Crusade transfer tickets, where you will take into the special hideout, where you can also buy spell traces. So there we go, win-win. Now, so even if you're like, wow, okay, now I have all my equipment and ready, but I need cubes, man. How do I cube? Well, you can either try to get Master Smithing, so you can create your own cubes, or you can simply buy them from other users in the free market. So when possible, make sure to sell your leftover drops because more money means better equipment. I think Thailand equipment in MapleStory Upgradia now costs only like 10 mil, so you can easily earn like some high level equipment if you want to. Also, make sure to have at least 2 high level characters, well, 1 high level character besides your main character, because there's a skill called Blessing of the Fairy. Every time your highest level character will increase its level by 10, you'll get another skill point in this, and it will cap at level 200 and you'll get another bonus 20 attack and magic attack. And now as a final tip, and I believe this is only for MapleStory Europe because MapleStory Global does not have cash trade, you can also buy cubes from people who sell them in stores. So if you don't want to create cubes, you can still buy the cash variant in stores. Those are all our tips. Do you have any tips yourself, or did we miss anything? Leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time.